Hi. Um, let's do that. My name is Dr. Cheryl Meyer. Cheryl for today, because today is day before I'm moving my house, moving house to a different place. I don't need to go into it, but it's crazy. I can go into it because that's what I do here. I trust that what's happening in my inner life and my outer life, my physical world and my 5D world, whatever, fifth dimension, inner spiritual world, psychological, is sort of mirroring or parallel going along with. I'm experiencing this whole thing where all of us are social distancing and all that stuff. Like I've said before, I don't like dating my videos. So whenever you got this, it's the right time for you to get it. You can trust that. A lot of what I was thinking about is about trust. But what I was going to say too, I'll go back to trust for this video, But the place I was getting, there were leaks before or whatever, so I decided to go ahead and they gave me some money back, the people that had it before, so that I could repipe it. But it's like there's holes in every room of that house. There's the old pipes are there, the new pipes were put in, they're just like hoses instead of copper, and there's people ripping out flooring, the old flooring, because they had cats. So there's just I won't go into it, but I just don't care about external things that much. I probably ought to care more. But it's just trying to remain this non-anxious presence, this Zen Buddha, Christ, the person, the deeper aspect of yourself, having to access that. The meditation that I practiced helps, because I could be caught up in all of this. There's a million things that I have in my head of what I need to pack today and get done before the movers come tomorrow. And just staying in a place of appreciation. I appreciate the workers that are working on this place. I appreciate the opportunity I have to get pipes that work. People walk 2 miles to get water every day, And I'm not saying compare all the time with that and make yourself feel bad or anything like that. I understand that we're all not put in different places. I won't say that at all. There's so much that I could get into, but regardless of all of the social protocols or whatever, not protocols, just it's important to be mindful and aware. Within your own circumstances and aware of the circumstances beyond how you live or where you live. But in mine, this so reminds me of when people come into my office or when I do my own inner work. It's like everything looks chaotic and torn up and emptied out, and there's just dust everywhere and holes in, like I said, every room. And you're just trusting that when it all gets put back together, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty fell off that wall. All the king's horses and all the king's men tried to put Humpty together again. That, that all the parts of yourself will be strengthened from the wear and tear, or it will be cleaned out. Your inner work is where things come up that we've tried to run away from because we didn't want to face the pain. The example that kept coming to mind that I wanted to share with you guys is I do I use this picture to describe, it's raining outside. Anyway, to describe this process is I heard a long time ago, okay, that how, and I don't know if this is true or not, so don't make fun of me. We're just using it as an example. Is if there are people in the jungle that are trying to catch a monkey, okay, it's like if you put a banana in the middle of a cage, and here's this cage, and the monkey has to reach his hand or its hand in, her hand in, grab the banana. As long as we're grabbing the banana, then it's like, because it's hungry, you see, because we're hungry for what we think is going to fill us, what we think we're hungry for, we'll hold on to that for dear life. And it's like if the monkey keeps doing that, he becomes the slave of whoever owns that cage and put the monkey to entrap him or her. And so when you let go of the banana and are just like, well, I might not have food for this moment. It's called temperance, to delay the immediate gratification for the greater good that's more remote, that's further away. When I choose to say no to this immediate thing, because I'm so hungry, like if we've been abandoned or hurt, we really can, in relationships, try to hold on to something so tight because we think this is the thing that's going to make me feel fulfilled, or that's going to make me feel important or loved or wanted, or it's not going to abandon me because I can manipulate it. I mean, it's not like we mean to, but it's like, if you're in a relationship where that person will never challenge you to work on your deeper issues, it's like, well, then this is a secure thing because I never have to work on myself. I never have to go to those places and clear them out so that I can have a deeper capacity to love and to let love in and to interact with people on a more intimate, deeper way. No, let's just do that. Let's just put our hand in this cage, grab this banana, and then I can't get out. But if I let go, it's like my hand can get out easily. And I can go and find all the banana trees in the whole jungle. They're all mine. They're all like what I kept getting over and over again today when I was reflecting, or yesterday, because I was thinking, I wonder what the next video is going to be on. I don't ever know, but this image was given to me of that and how a whole video could just be made around that concept, because I just keep finding that the more I surrender, the more I let go of what I think I need, and I keep trying to control, and I keep trying to give to myself, I get like 1,000 times that, 1,000 times, It's like if I kept thinking with you guys, I had to be my fake self. Not that it was fake, but it's important to be professional. But, hello, I am Dr. Cheryl Meyer, and I need to put fake glasses on. Do I have any? No, I was going to say, sometimes I have sunglasses there or something, but I need to look very smart because I am a doctor. I was never like that. I'm always pretty authentic, you guys can see from the beginning. But if I kept insisting on holding on to some identity that I thought I had to align with, I wouldn't have got to know this deeper version of myself, this more real, more willing to cry, I guess. I don't think I ever cried this much in my life. But I experience more joy as well, and more intense feelings, and more passion, and more liveliness, and more fire in my life to make me a strong person. And I've been speaking up for myself and in a different way. And I noticed this part of myself, and And again, I'm bringing this up so you can notice this about yourself, and you can know I'm being like a pioneer. I'm just going like, look, I've discovered, like when people came over and they used to have this phrase, go west, young man, young woman. Let's say young woman is to keep going west, to go explore the unexplored land. Of course, I'm part Native American. I'm like, my people were already here. They already explored it, of course. But you are the only you. This is your life. I'm like, don't play hard to get. The Queen song starts playing. Of course the song comes to me. Don't play hard to get. This is your life. No one is you but you. And when you give room to know you, even though other people haven't taken the time to know you, you find really beautiful parts of yourself. In the shadow too, in the part of yourself that you were taught to reject, or that you didn't want to look at, or you didn't. We run from pain because we've had a lot of, we've experienced pain in our own ways in our childhood. But back to surrendering, and back to, that's what I was going to say, what I've learned about myself is I have an eye. I have an eye, like my inner eye, that sees the soul in things. I see the soul in songs. And that's why I can sing them the way I can sing them. Not technically really well yet. Like I'm still learning how to have my voice, my singing voice. But I can convey them to you guys in a deep way because I see the soul in people. I just met 5 more repiping people that are patching my house today. And I think I met 4 of them. One of them's name is Raphael. I'm like, yes, I love Raphael. It's one of the angels. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. You can study them if you want, but they're in the scriptures, the Bible, and other writings talk about them. But it was so comforting because this morning I was like, God, you're going to have to send packers to my house or something, because I don't know how I'm going to get done with what I have to get done with today. I wanted to give back though. And so that's why I'm making this video. But you are the only you. And so what I was saying is what I discovered by allowing myself to be me, and by letting go of structures, by letting go of this idea that I had to stay a certain way or please people in a certain way, or go after something in a certain way, instead of letting go, letting things come to me that are meant to come to me. And if they don't come to me, then love will come to me. Love will always come to me. It keeps coming to me. It will come to me in a different form. I know it will. And I'm coming to myself and showing up in a different form. But what I was saying is I have this gift and I didn't know I had it because it was covered up by all my anxiety or fear of rejection or whatever else was left over from childhood, where I wasn't making room to get to know this deeper part of myself. Oh, good. Kleenex. From crying. My nose started running a little, but is that I see the soul. I see the soul in people, and I saw the soul in these people I just met. I see the soul in the person that's helping to do my floor right now, to where the cats were and stuff like that. Like, it's a gift, and we each have gifts, and those gifts are meant to be alive and active and used in a loving way that gives back. You get to choose if you want to give back to humanity, but just know that you're here for a reason and you have a purpose. And one day I was crying in my car. I did cry before, actually. This was a really difficult transition day, and I remember crying. I don't remember how long ago it was. Maybe 15 years. Maybe. Yeah, at least that, I think. But I was like, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And I turned on the radio that day, and some guy was talking, and he was like, he said, whatever breaks your heart, that's what you're here to heal, That's your passion, because I know some people that are really passionate about animals and caring for animals and standing up for people that don't have a voice, protecting them. But my heart is open for you to be seen, for people that don't feel like they're known or seen, to be known and seen. And it's weird because sometimes when we're like this, we don't want to be seen. Like, we also don't want to be seen because we don't want to be hurt again. But just know that it's just coming to me now that because I have that gift, I speak from my soul. And this is why I think sometimes my videos can be comforting to you guys, even though it just seems like I'm blah, 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 blah. Because I welcome your soul to be present. And maybe in my own way, I'm teaching you guys to see into the soul of things. And I was thinking it's great because these videos can be endless. Not endless in time, like I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon, but like there's always going to be more content because I see the world from my own eyes and I'm expressing it to you guys. Like I see something different every time I go mountain bike riding or every time I'm present with a new person or a new experience. And if the soul is like an aspect of God, then it's spiritual experience. It's a spiritual and psychological and expansive experience that I bring here to you guys to help raise your own consciousness so that we see an aspect of God. We see the aspect of the Mother, Father of God, the divine, the mystery, the ineffable mystery that we all have a longing to know more because God is love, and we want to just be in love and feel it and know it and be it. I just know that's our resonance. That's where we like operating from the I had to finish up the video. This is me at the end of the day. I don't have any makeup on anymore because I cried it off. Gosh, I usually don't cry this much at all. But I got interrupted making our video because the movers called saying, "Oh, look at the sun shining on me." Aw, that's so sweet. So sweet. I had no idea. It's the end of the day. 5 something. Not the end of the day for me. I have more packing to do, but the movers called and said that their truck broke down. Of course it did. So that's why I was like, oh my gosh, because I have to get everything out and give the keys over to the new people. It'll work out. It'll work out. I was not so zen earlier. I was pretty zen, just crying, just like, okay. Because I'm just exhausted. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't have to say all this stuff to you guys. I just think about the whole idea of releasing yourself from the cage that you're in. Our ego tells us it needs something. It has to have something. Of course, maybe I was given that experience for some reason. I haven't thought about it now because my brain is just gone. But we're so afraid of change and we're so afraid of facing pain sometimes that we'd rather hold on to whatever is in our hands than let go and go for the invisible thing. Go for the unknown. And you get your freedom. You're not bound by whoever owns that cage. Our ego tries to operate that way and tries to act like it's the boss, and it's not the boss unless we let it be the boss. There's some verse that Christ said, some teaching, not a verse, but a teaching that Christ said, where he said the servant is not greater than the master. And I heard it a different way the other day. It's just like people can see signs, the same signs every day, but, or billboards, and they'll see something different that day. That's your your spirit, or your consciousness as it raises. You see things on a deeper level. But I heard that verse or that teaching as you can't be greater than your master. If your ego is your master, then your soul self, your higher self, your nous and metanoia is not. It's not the ruler. Something else is. Something lower than the higher part of you is running your program, your show. And it is like a program. It goes on habit instead of vibrant life, abundance. I can say all this, but it was still difficult to surrender and just be like, oh, I guess I'm moving on a different day, or things will work out, or things won't work out, and we'll see what happens, All right, much love.